When Pebble launched their first Kickstarter, they opened up the market for smartwatches. Their first devices were so incredibly popular that they gained the attention of big players like Apple and Google, who went on to launch their own smartwatches. A few years on, and the smartwatch market hasn't really taken off in quite the way everybody expected. Earlier this year, Google released Android Wear 2.0 to reignite the platform and bring with it some new devices in tow. I'm James Frew from MakeUseOf.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of those devices, the Huawei Watch 2. The Watch 2 is a sequel of sorts to the Chinese manufacturer's first Android Wear device. One of the most notable things about the watch is that it doesn't look like a piece of technology strapped to your wrist. Instead, the sleek circular design makes it look like a traditional timekeeping piece. The watch is nice and light, weighing just 40 grams thanks to the plastic outer shell. The device retails for around $270, and the 4G cellular variant costs around $50 more. It is powered by the Snapdragon 2100 processor and has a 420 mAh battery. Connectivity is provided either by Bluetooth, NFC or Wi-Fi, with the 4G cellular variant allowing you to add a SIM card for on-the-go connectivity. The inbuilt GPS means that you can still use turn-by-turn navigation as well as route tracking without an active connection to the phone. As one of the first devices to ship with Android Wear 2.0, Huawei had the opportunity to develop the device with the new operating system in mind. Android Wear 2.0 brings a number of improvements to the platform, including a more reliable and stable connection, reduced phone battery consumption, and a better user interface. The Google Play Store is even now accessible directly from your wrist. Google have also added an on-screen keyboard to the Android Wear experience. While this might seem like a useful idea, in practice the screen is just too small to type. Instead, I found myself either using voice dictation or simply reaching for my phone. Huawei seem to have taken a Samsung-esque approach and have preloaded a number of their own apps to the device. This in itself isn't a problem, except the devices aren't clearly labelled as Huawei's own, meaning that you often select them by mistake. In order to view any of the data with their apps, you have to download the Huawei Watch Companion phone app. After registering and handing over a lot of personal data, you can finally view your workouts. When this can all be done using Google Fit, which is already pre-installed on your phone and watch, this all seems a little unnecessary. The watch also feels slightly underpowered, with random app crashes and lag happening fairly frequently. Huawei have really excelled with the battery life though. It would comfortably last up to 3 days on a single charge and moderate usage. Android Wear now has a battery saver mode, which disables the screen always on mode and reduces brightness. To complement this, Huawei have added a watch mode, which disables all connections and puts the watch into a timekeeping mode. While this does extend the battery life, it does rather defeat the point of a smartwatch. This brings us neatly to whether you should buy the Watch 2. It is one of the more expensive Android Wear devices, but is incredibly feature-packed, allowing you to track workouts, perform contactless payments, make phone calls, and access Google Assistant. The IP68 waterproof rating, along with an attractive design, means that you can really wear the watch for any occasion. You also don't need to worry about adding another device to your nightly charging routine, as the battery will comfortably last up to a couple of days. If you're the type that wants to decouple from your phone, but maximise the potential of modern technology, then the Watch 2 might be the perfect device for you. If you enjoyed this review, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and head over to MakeUseOf.com for the full review, and subscribe to the channel for weekly tech tutorials and reviews. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.